This isn't JBrancatella saying this. This is a top Ash'ari scholar, at least according to their own madhab, who is being open and honest and admitting this. And I'll let you guys be the judge of that. But guess what? Asrar Rashid, I'm sure you probably won't respond. Assalamu alaikum everyone, welcome back. I'm JBrancatella. And in today's episode, we are going to see one of the top so-called Ash'ari scholars in the world, around the entire world, exposes one that we know very well on our channel here, Asrar Rashid. He is a Sufi deviant from the UK who has tried to engage with a paper that I recently wrote on my academia page. We absolutely embarrassed him to the point that he had no comeback to my most recent video. He tried to lie about Imam Ibn Qudamah and what his beliefs were, and that, he didn't really have much of a big problem with the Ash'aris. I exposed him on that. I showed from primary source texts of Imam Ibn Qudamah that he clearly did. He called them zanadiqa, that they're zindiqs, and what his actual views were. Now, again, people want to say, Jake, but you're too harsh, you're this and that. I'm just showing you the information of what Ibn Qudamah said. You like it, you don't like it, fine. But at least accurately represent the ulama, the scholars, about what their beliefs were. Don't try to twist them to your own devices, as Asrar Rashid did. But we have Saeed Foda, who is one of the top Ash'ari scholars around the globe today, and he is at least a bit more honest. So let's see what he recently said about Ibn Qudamah.
الإمام ابن قدامة المقدسي من ناحية عقائدية ما هي عقيدته؟ لماذا ما هو السبب للاعتراض على الأشاعرة وإنكار فضلهم واعتبارهم مبتدعة أو في بعض الأحيان قال إنهم زنادقة زندقهم كما حكم على ابن عقيل الحنبلي الذي هو من أكابر الحنابلة ليس من الأشاعرة. ابن عقيل الحنبلي هو من أكابر الحنابلة، ولابن قدامة المقدسي رسالة في الرد على ابن عقيل أيضا، وقال إن ابن عقيل زنديق.
So you hear that? He is saying, as I just said and what I quoted from, so he's well aware of the sources, which unfortunately, Asrar Rashid, you were so ignorant of. You didn't even know that Ibn Qudamah declared the Ash'aris in general as zanadiqa, which is exactly what Saeed Foda just said. So I didn't pull this out of my hat. I'm not misrepresenting Imam Ibn Qudamah. Very clearly, Saeed Foda is agreeing with the same thing. So he's saying, basically, he starts off by asking, what was the aqidah of Imam Ibn Qudamah, right? And why did he call the Ash'aris deviants, right? Because he clearly did. He called them zanadiqa. And then he goes on to speaking about Ibn Aqil, and who was a Hanbali in terms of fiqh, and he deviated from many of the mainstream correct positions of the Hanabila when it comes to Aqidah. But nevertheless, Saeed Foda wants to use him as an example of what the Hanbali should be like, because he was he did have in some cases more favorable positions to the Ash'aris, right? So let's listen to him further. He's going to continue.
فهي مشكلة أمثال ابن قدامة المقدسي أنه لا يعترض فقط على الأشاعرة، هو يعترض على أي واحد يخالف ما يقول به هو. فمشكلته ليس فقط مع الأشاعرة، صدقوني. مشكلته أن له مذهبا معينا هو يزعم، وسامحوني إن قلت يزعم أنه مذهب السلف، لكن أنا سأضرب أمثلة.
So here, what he's trying to say, and he's using Ibn Aqil as an example, he's saying that Imam Ibn Qudamah even declared Ibn Aqil a zindiq. So his problem wasn't only with the Ash'aris, because he's claiming that Ibn Aqil wasn't an Ash'ari, and because of Imam Ibn Qudamah declared him a zindiq, his problem wasn't just with what the Ash'aris had to say. And then he's mentioning here that Imam Ibn Qudamah claims to be following the aqidah of the Salaf. And he's emphasizing that, yeah, he's claiming that, but it's not actually true. He didn't have the correct belief of the Salaf. And then let's listen further.
الآن من عقيدة ابن قدامة المقدسي لأظهر لكم أنه في بعض الجوانب ليس موافقا أبدا لمذهب السلف، بل هو موافق لمذهب المجسمة، وإن كان يتظاهر في كثير من كتبه أنه مفوض لا يجسم، لا يقول بالجهة، لا يقول بكذا، لكنه في حقيقة الأمر وفي ثنايا رسائله مثل ما عثر فضيلة الدكتور على هذا الكلام.
So here what Saeed Foda is saying is that, yeah, he claims to be following the Aqidah of the Salaf, Imam Ibn Qudamah, but in reality he's really not. And then for all of you people out here who say that Ibn Qudamah was a mufawwid, which go ahead, debate that all you want, Saeed Foda is explicitly saying that in reality, it may seem like in certain of his texts that Ibn Qudamah is a mufawwid, but in reality he's not, and in many cases he was following the opinions and the madhab of the mujassima, those who actually ascribe a jism or a body to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So this is what Saeed Foda is saying. Saeed Foda is accusing Imam Ibn Qudamah of being a mujassim, and he's denying that he was a mufawwid in reality. So take that on the chin, Mr. Asrar Rashid. And you won't respond because you know that you can't. Because I've already even given the primary sources from Imam Ibn Qudamah where he calls the Ash'aris zanadiqa. So you didn't respond to those texts. You couldn't. You know you couldn't. And Saeed Foda is aware of them and at least a bit more honest in reality, right?
وأشرت لكم إلى كلامه في ابن عقيل. سأذكر الآن يعني مجموعة من الأمثلة لكلام ابن قدامة المقدسي له رسالة في العلو.
So, and then he continues on further, but the point he's saying is, look, if he couldn't even agree with Ibn Aqil, who he claims was not an Ash'ari, then of course he is going to have a big problem with us. He called him a Zindiq, he's calling us Zanadiqa, and for people who want to say that he was a mufawwid, well, take that up with Saeed Foda because he's saying that he was not, and in reality was actually following the positions of the mujassima in many cases, those who ascribe a jism or body to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, or at least the entailment of Ibn Qudamah's position, even if he didn't explicitly say that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is a jism, his position results in that, according to Saeed Foda. So there you have it, folks. This isn't JBrancatella saying this. This is a top Ash'ari scholar, at least according to their own madhab, who is being open and honest and admitting this. And I'll let you guys be the judge of that. But guess what? Asrar Rashid, I'm sure you probably won't respond. And rightly so, because you're folded like a beach chair. It is what it is, and you don't really have a response to this. This is the reality, and I have to speak this way to Asrar Rashid specifically as opposed to other people who you've seen me have conversations with, because he's not honest, he's a manipulator, and he is someone who hates the Aqidah of the Salaf, and hates Salafis, and doesn't want unity with people like us, although he tries to act as if he does. With that being said, guys, if you found this video interesting and educational and you'd like to see more like it, then please consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the notification bell so you get notified of future videos. Like, comment, let me know your thoughts. Share this on your social media platforms with your friend and family. No matter how big or small your reach is, it really does help with the algorithm. And if you guys want to go above and beyond and support the work that I do at this channel and in other places, then the best ways to do so are at the pinned links at the top of the description of this video, as well as in the comment section. With that being said, guys, until next time, inshallah, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.